Hey guys, Deion Taylor here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Dynamics 365 Field Service mobile app for Windows. This is actually a preview feature that came out earlier this month, and there are a couple of things that are not completely working yet in the new app, and there's also a couple of things that actually currently work better than the mobile app that we're using for Android or iOS. So sit right back, grab some popcorn again, and enjoy this video. The first thing we want to do is open the Microsoft Store, obviously, and then install that new field service app for Windows that's currently in preview. So I'm just going to go ahead and search here for Field Service Dynamics 365 Mobile, and that should bring that up. So you can see I already have it installed. This is pretty simple, right? You just click on the install button or get it button, whatever that might be. And once you've done that, then you can start to configure that application. So let me click on launch here, and that will launch the Field Service Dynamics 365 mobile app for Windows. So I could just go ahead and click on sign in here, and I'm going to say, I'm going to use work account. And this is obviously where you would enter your credentials. And there we go. Now you notice that when I navigate to, well, I didn't even have to navigate to bookings, but you notice that you don't even have to change the settings here in bookings, right, to show you this as this booking control. And if you're actually comparing this with the browser, if you're actually accessing Field Service Mobile on the browser, then you know that you constantly have to change that view to show this actually in this particular, using this particular PCF control, right? So I wanted to mention that as well. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention here is that if you want to switch to another app, you can just go here and click on this little icon, and then you can click on reconfigure, and that's actually bringing up this page where, again, you're going to click here on settings, and then you can turn whether or not you want to show those non-production apps. You can turn that on or off. So if I'm going to go ahead and let's just say that I'm going to go here to my other sandbox. And that's kind of how you can do that. So now let's take a look here at bookings. And what I noticed here is that, yes, you can switch this to a day, week, or monthly view, but you can see here that that map view is not available yet. So if you wanted to use those booking maps here in this Field Mobile application for Windows, unfortunately, that is not yet available. I'm guessing and hoping that Microsoft is going to add that later. And there's going to be some other things that are also not available, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit later in this video as well. So like any app, obviously, you can go ahead and grant access to the device's camera so that you can take pictures and then store them, obviously, in Dynamics 365. This is, by the way, not something that you can do when you're using the browser to access the Field Service model-driven app for mobile. And when I open an inspection in the app, I actually notice that I have the ability to either choose a file and attach that to my image question in the survey, or I can take a picture using my device's camera and then attach it immediately. So let's take a look at that. So I'm going to open my booking and then go to service here. And then there is my inspection. So this is what I'm talking about, right? So I can either choose a file or I can go ahead and choose a photo. So if I compare this to the browser version, let's actually do that. Here is my booking. Let's just open that up here. And I'm going to go to service. And I'm going to go to inspection. So you can see here that I don't have the ability to take a picture, right? I first have to take a picture and then I can choose a file and then I can associate that here with that inspection. So another feature that I thought was really cool is that when you click here, directly over here on the search, you can now basically switch back and forth between categorized search and relevant search. And this is important because you want to be able to use that barcode scanner, right? And I can now use that. And I can't really do that previously to 2021 Release Wave 2 in my mobile application. So with the new field service mobile for Windows that's currently in preview, obviously you can do that definitely as well. So those are some of the big differentiators that I found between using, right, this field service mobile app for Windows and using the phone app and also using the browser. So now let's also talk a little bit about the capabilities that are not yet available in this Windows app. Now, keep in mind that even though those features are not there today, they're going to be added to the app at a later day. So a couple of different things. Push notifications, right? We can currently create push notifications using Power Automate flows. And if you're not familiar with that, definitely take a look at a previous article and video that I did on that topic. So today, those push notifications are available for the Android and iOS versions of the app, but we do not yet have that here in this preview version of the Windows app. And then personal options. There are a lot of the personal options that you can set in the iOS or Android app that are currently, unfortunately, not yet available in the Windows version. So you have currently, if you have some settings where you can click here on personalization settings, so you can set your time zone, your calendar default view, right? And the list, the records or list view numbers, right? With 250 being the highest. So you can do that, or you can go here to reconfigure. But as you saw earlier, if I go here to settings, this is really all of the settings that I have here, right? I don't have the ability, for example, to set location tracking to yes. And if you look at the mobile app, let me actually share my mobile application with you. So if I go here to settings, and which is right over here, you can see that I have a lot of different settings, right? We saw earlier we had time zone, calendar, and records per page. But regarding the device, we can turn on location, the camera, the photo library, all of this interesting stuff that you see is not yet available for the Windows app. Oops. So again, I guess we just have to be a little bit more patient. Again, this is just a preview, right? So I am sure that Microsoft is just waiting to get some feedback from everybody so that they can make some great changes to the app. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe so you'll never miss another video again. Thanks again. Bye-bye.